Hello, everyone, and very good afternoon. I hope you all are good and you all had a good phase through your examination. I hope. So, how was your exam? It just finished, right? Let's wait for some 1 or 2 minutes for others to join. In between, we can talk. Like if you have any doubt or you just want to discuss something. So it is open for you. You can talk. And in conversation should be encouraged. Don't you think? Reading is important, but in parallel with that, this conversation is also important. Like you're talking with your teacher, talking what? Like you're letting them know how is examination things going on or what problems you're facing in your class. Like that. Not in class. Yeah, also in my class and in chapters in general. So should we start? चलो 1 मिनट और वेट करते हैं. People are joining, so just give me 1 more minute. ठीक है? चलो. Yes, how was exam, everybody? Anyone who want to say anything or you want to discuss? कैसा रहा? कैसा गया? What went wrong? What went right? What you thought like uh, uh, which you should not have done during the examination you felt or before the examination, the way you prepared? Any sort of discussion? चलो ठीक है, एग्जाम के बारे में नहीं पूछती हूँ. यू आर नॉट लुकिंग इंटरेस्टेड, सो इतना बता दो कैसे हो. ये तो बता सकते हो हम. दुर्गा पूजा इज कमिंग. वेकेशंस का क्या सीन है? कितने एक्साइटेड हो? नथिंग. चलो ठीक है. सो आज की क्लास में हम क्या करेंगे? अगेन नॉट वेरी मच काइंड ऑफ समथिंग दैट इज गोइंग टू पुट यू इन सम सॉर्ट ऑफ टेंशन और समथिंग. सिंपल सिंपल क्वेश्चंस वी विल बी सॉल्व. ठीक है. तो चलो मैं आज की क्लास स्टार्ट करूंगी बिकॉज वी हैव ऑलरेडी वेटेड फॉर सम 4 minutes एंड आई फील लाइक नाउ वी शुड गो अहेड विद द discussion. Before I start the class, can anyone let me know, am I audible, visible? Okay, let me launch the poll for that thing. So yeah, let me know through voting in poll that I'm visible or I'm audible or not. Or a screen is visible or not. Please let me know fast. Okay, one no, two yes. So I will go with yes. And one is with no. I feel like you're having some network issue. That is very much a huge problem in Navodaya there. I'm really sorry, but I'm also quite, I mean, incapable in this field because I cannot help you. I'm helpless, and so are you. I understand. चलो ठीक है. चलो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद क्वेश्चन. सो आज की क्लास में बेसिकली वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम इलेक्ट्रोस्टैट, फ्रॉम कैपेसिटर, फ्रॉम करंट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. सो टिल वॉट एवर आई डिस्कस क्वेश्चन इन प्रीवियस 3 or 4 क्लासेस. ठीक है. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. बहुत ही सिंपल सिंपल क्वेश्चंस है. आई विल मेक यू रिकॉल थिंग्स. डन. तो पहला क्वेश्चन है तुम्हारे स्क्रीन पे. एवरीवन लेट मी नो द आंसर. आई विल लॉन्च द पोल so that it's more easier for you to answer. Yes, everyone please participate. Everyone. ये तो सबको याद होगा, है ना? Everyone remember this thing? Nobody answering. Electric field due to infinite straight uniformly charged wire varies with distance r as. What is the formula? How many of you remember the formula? So if you have forgotten the formula, जो कि नहीं भूलना है, I know you people were busy in examination, and examination in school is quite different from this. Okay, but formula this thing is also in your NCERT. थोड़ा याद होना चाहिए. अब देखो यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन ये है कि you have a rod and this rod is infinitely long, sorry, straight है और uniformly charged है. So what will be the electric field because of this at any distance r? If you recall the formula, electric field will be outwardly directed and magnitude at any position vector r will be equal to lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught r. What is this lambda? Lambda is your linear charge density. ये क्या है? Linear charge density. तो देखो एग्जामिनेशन में क्वेश्चन ना डायरेक्ट डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला से भी आता है, एंड इट हैज आल्सो came in JEE mains, NEET. In all examination you will get, like in JEE mains you will get 5 to 6 or 6 to 7, sometimes up to 8 question directly from the formula. So it's very important that you remember the formula. Done hai? So this is one formula, and based on this, correct answer will be what? Correct answer will be your what? It will be B. So I got one answer, that is this. That's not correct. Okay. Chalo. So this is the formula. Let me take you through more formula. जैसे तुम लोगों ने और भी पढ़ा होगा, if there is a seat and this seat is also infinitely long, and its charge density, that is charge per unit area, is sigma, and if it is conducting and if it is non-conducting, there are two cases, conducting and non-conducting. In case of conducting, what formula we write? In case of conducting, the formula that we write is sigma by epsilon naught, and in case of non-conducting, formula we write is sigma by 2 epsilon naught. ठीक है, चलो. So let's jump to the next question. Take your time, do it, and let me know what is your take. Everyone is encouraged to do the question. Please go through question, read the question, and do it. You can also send me your doubts or whatever answer you're getting in the chat box also. You can vote in the poll. Okay. We are talking about polar molecule. The one option that I have got is not correct, I would say. So look at the options very carefully, please. Yes. Okay, I got one correct answer. That is good. Very good. Others, please, come on, everyone. See, what is the question? Which of the following statement is false? Okay, first read the question carefully. It is asking which of the following statement is false, not true. In the case of polar molecule, what is polar molecule? You must have studied this. So polar molecule is molecule which have dipole inherently. That is, its center of positive charge and negative charge are not at the same place. जैसे in chemistry you must have studied water. If you write water, so this is like this, and it has certain dipole, right? NH3, it has certain dipole. CO2, it has no dipole, right? So polar molecule का मतलब वो molecule which has dipole inherently because of its own nature. How is it constituted? Based on that, it has dipole. Done. So polar molecule is that. Now let's go through the statements. Center of positive and negative charges are separated in the absence of external electric field. Yes, it has nothing to do with electric field is present or not present. Its positive and negative charge, center of negative charge will be what? Separated by certain distance and hence dipole moment. Because we know that dipole ka definition is what? It is negative and positive charge, equal negative and positive charge separated by a very small distance. That gives us dipole, right? If it is plus q, if it is minus q, and if this separation is r, then dipole moment, conventionally indicated by letter P, is written as Q into R, and this direction is from negative charge to positive charge in case of physics. In case of chemistry, you will get the scene different. Okay? There, the scene is what? It's quite different. Now, let's see the option B. Center of positive and negative charges are separated in the presence of external electric field. No, it is separated already. It is not like when you are switching on the electric field, then positive and negative charge are getting created. Like I have discussed in classes. Suppose this is your dipole. So this is polar dipole. And non-polar dipole कैसा दिखता है? Non-polar dipole has positive and negative charge at the same point, right? So they are not separated. In this case, when we switch on the electric field, then what happens? Positive charge इधर stretch होगा, negative इधर stretch होगा. So because of presence of electric field, positive and negative charge get separated in case of non-polar molecule, not in case of polar molecule. So this statement is false. This statement is false. This was true. Do not possess permanent dipole moment. Yes, it possesses permanent dipole moment. It has. So this statement is what? Okay. Do not. Okay, there are two false statements. Which of the following statements is false? Again, maybe some mistakes in framing of questions. क्योंकि यहाँ पे statements लिखा है. S is there, so maybe two options are incorrect. Ionic molecule HCl is the example of polar molecule. HCl is example of polar molecule. क्योंकि ये H and Cl being two different atoms, they will have their positive and if they are forming a molecule, their positive and negative centers will be separated by certain distance. In case of HH, it's a non-polar molecule, right? Since these two are different atoms, you already know better from the knowledge of chemistry, right? Okay, let me look at this thing. Do not possess permanent dipole moment. Polar molecule has permanent dipole moment. So this statement seems false, right? Yes, so this is also false. Maybe some there is some mistakes in the question, I guess. Two options incorrect, right? Which of the following statements दिया है, but here this is each, so this should be R, I guess. Which of the following statements are false in the case of polar molecule? So polar molecule, अच्छा, do not possess है. ठीक है, so नहीं it possess ना, so this is a false statement. Yeah, this is false. Anyway, don't let's get not confused. Let's learn basic thing about कि polar molecule कहते किसको है, और polar molecule में negative positive charge stands like what? They stand separated when you in absence of electric field, in presence of electric field, right? In presence of electric field, what happens? Individual dipoles get aligned in the direction of electric field. That we have studied in the class. Done it? So let's not get confused. तो जिसने बी और सी दोनों ही लिखा था सही था. ठीक है, चलो let's include it C here also. Do it now. Yes. Okay. I got one correct answer, one incorrect. So you just need to have formula in your mind. Formula क्या था? I equal to क्या होता है? Current is equal to ANEVD, right? This is the formula. Done है? One formula for current you have got from Ohm's law directly, that is V equal to IL. And at microscopic level, we have another formula for current, and that is ANEVD. A is the area of cross section, N is the amount of charge per unit volume, E is the value of charge, that is charge on electron, and VD is your what? Drift velocity. Again, drift velocity is the average velocity. Okay, so answer please, more answer. Okay, I got three different answers. Out of those, one is correct. Should I do? Okay, chalo. I'm ending the poll now, and let us solve it together now. So, if you look at the question, a copper wire of length 1 meter. So length is given, that is 1 meter, and uniform cross section area is uniform A, and that is given as 5 into 10 to the power minus 7 meters square, carries a current of 1 ampere. Current is also given, that is 1 ampere. Assuming that there are this many electron per meter cube, that is small n is also given, 8 into 10 to the power 28. How long will an electron take to drift from one end of the wire to the other? So how much time it is going to take to drift? Done. So if we know, just say if this is the copper wire, we are asked one electron starts moving from here. So in how much time will it will reach here, right? In how much time will it drift? So we have to see if electron is moving with drift velocity, then how much time will it take to reach from A to B? That is the question, right? So what is the drift velocity? That is not given, but so many things are given. Can't we calculate drift velocity out of all these things given? So yes, I equal to ANEVD formula use karo. I value is 1, A value is 5 into 10 to the power minus 7. N value is how much? 8 into 10 to the power 28. ANE 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 into VD. So VD is going to be how much? If you solve it, this will become how much? 8 into 5, 40, and 40 into 60. That will become how much? 64. So 64 into, and this is how much? Minus 7 and minus 19. So that is your minus 26. So this is 10 to the power 2, right? So VD equal to, VD into this is equal to 1. So now, if we see here, VD is equal to 1 divided by 64 into 10 to the power 2. अब चलो time निकाल लेते हैं. So we know the velocity, we know the distance. We have to calculate time. So time is equal to what? Distance by velocity. That is 1 meter by VD. So that is 1 divided by VD. VD is 1 by 64 into 10 to the power 2. So this will become, इसको अगर ऊपर ले जाओगे 64 into 10 to the power 2 है ना, so this will become 64 into 10 to the power 2. So answer will be this many second, and this can be written as 6.4 into 10 to the power 3. So correct answer will be what? Correct answer will be your D. Done it? Everyone clear? चलो किसी को नींद तो नहीं आ रही? कोई सो रहा है क्लास में? चलो अच्छा है, थोड़ा रिवाइज करते हैं, है ना? And this is a very basic question. Do look at the question, read carefully, solve. Take your time, do it. Just give me some time. Yes. Okay. Poll is there. Everyone, please vote. Do it. How you will solve this question? You already know that. जैसे क्लास में पढ़ा होगा कि if there is a charge Q and there is a charge 2Q, then their electric field lines will look differently. How? So since this is a charge of less quantity, its electric field lines will be more separated. And here, since this is of double magnitude, its electric field line will be doubly dense, I would say. Okay? So field line separation talks about strength of electric field. Here also you can see in the question there is a talk about field line separation. So separation in region B is double to that of in region A. Done है? So how you will compare their electric field? That is what you have to see in question. तो आप ध्यान से देखो, अब मुझे आंसर बताओ क्या आ रहा है. Okay, I got two answers and these two are incorrect. Again, do it. The hint that I have given to you, according to that, do it, please. Let me know what answers you're getting. I hope you all are doing. Okay, I got one correct answer. That is very good. Others, please come on, everyone. I have already given you hint, right? Should I go through should I solve it for you? Chalo, theek hai. I will do now. So what is the question? Electric field lines on the left have twice the separation on those on the right as shown in the figure. If the magnitude of field at A का magnitude कितना है? This is 40 volt per meter, right? What is the force on 20 microcoulomb charge kept at P? So here some charge is kept. Force acting on that charge will be how much? Q into electric field in the region B, right? So electric field in the region A is given, not in B is given. But it is said that the separation of electric field in the region B is double to that of A. It means how their electric field will be related. So electric field in region A is going to be greater than that of B. Then how much greater? Separation is double. So that will depend directly on that. Just now I discussed. So electric field in B will be electric field in A by 2. Why 2? Because separation here is what? Twice. So if separation is twice, it means electric field is half to that of electric field at A. Right? क्योंकि यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे Q charge है. Separation is like 4 field lines I have drawn here, and here I have drawn 6 only. I should draw one more. Done. So if quantity of charge is getting doubled, in that case, separation between field lines will get half. You can relate like this. Okay. So EB will be equal to how much? EA is 40 by 2, and this is your 20. Force will be equal to how much? Q is 20 microcoulomb, and into what you will write? Electric field, that is 20. So this is equal to how much? 4 into 10 to the power minus 4 newton. So correct answer will be what? It will be your A. Chalo. Now do this. चलो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है. कुछ कैपेसिटर के साथ करते हैं. डन. We already did something with electric field and all. Electrostat को डील कर रहे थे थोड़ा. थोड़ा कैपेसिटर को देखते हैं. How much you remember and how much you are now more confident in this topic. क्योंकि काफी पढ़ रहे हो ना इन टॉपिक्स को, आई फील लाइक यू आर नाउ मोर कॉन्फिडेंट, सो डू इट एंड लेट मी नो. यस, आई होप यू ऑल आर सॉल्विंग. सही से सॉल्व करो. देखो, व्हेन वी आर पुटिंग इन बिटवीन plates dialectic, then what will happen to the whole capacitor? How will it get divided? And if it is getting divided into two parts because of two dialectic, then try to see that these two parts are in series or parallel. Try to see that. Okay. Okay, I got one answer, but it is incorrect. रिवाइज करो, देखो क्या है, कहाँ पे गलती हुई है. वो एवर हैज आंसर्ड option something I cannot reveal. Come on, everyone else. Just try to see what is given. A parallel plate capacitor with air as media. So हमारे पास एक parallel plate capacitor था, and in between space, what is there? Air is there. So this capacitor is like this, and its capacitance is given. Done. So suppose कर लो, its area is A, and the space between these two is D. Then epsilon naught A by D is given as how much? 10 micro. Now what is happening? The area of capacitor is divided into two equal parts. So we divided it into two equal parts. This is A by 2, this is A by 2. Done. And what we are doing, we are filling these two parts with two dielectrics, K1 and K2. So we are dividing it into two parts. Now that you can have a direct look that there are now two capacitors. One is this, having in between dielectric constant K1, and this is another capacitor having in between its vacant space dielectric constant K2. So now we have two dielectrics. Done. क्लियर है. सो कैपेसिटेंस ऑफ द सिस्टम अगर निकालना है, सी इक्विवेलेंट निकालना है, व्हाट यू नीड टू डू, you need to see कि these two capacitor, let's say this is C1, this is C2. Now you need to see these two capacitors are in series or parallel. अब मुझे ये बताओ ये सीरीज में है या पैरेलल में है? एनीबडी? Chat box is open. Anyone please let me know. Is it these two capacitors are in series or they are in parallel? Come on. Are they in series or parallel? कुछ बोलो. This much silence is not good for educational health. Yes. One, two people got it correct in the poll I can see. Are they in series or parallel? I feel like you cannot reply because there is some problem, I guess. Okay. Series. How you are able to see that these two are in series? देखो ये चीजें समझना ना बहुत जरूरी है कि if you are able to understand that capacitors are in series or they are in parallel after insertion of dielectric, so many questions come from this portion. Just look at this thing carefully. I will take time to explain it because I have got a wrong answer. Just see here, this was a single plate, right? This hole was a single plate. Suppose whenever you have to calculate C equivalent, I always suggest to connect a battery. So suppose Karlo, I am connecting a battery like this. So what? So if this point has potential V plus, this has potential V minus. Then this point will have potential V plus because from this to this point, in between, there is no resistor, no electronic devices. It means potential will not change. So if this is V plus, this will be V plus, this is V plus, V plus. So this whole plate is connected to positive terminal of the battery. So this whole plate will have a potential of V plus. Similarly, this whole plate is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. It will have a potential of V minus. Now what you are doing, now you are inserting dielectric in the half K1, in another half K2. So now we have two capacitor like this. चलो मैं अलग अलग दिखाती हूँ, ऐसा कुछ सेपरेशन है नहीं, but just for your clarity, I am drawing it like this. Now if you see, again, this is the part of this plate only, and the potential of this plate is V plus. So this will also have potential V plus. This is also V plus, V minus, V minus. What is the potential difference between these two capacitors? Same, V plus minus V minus. Done. So just because they are looking side by side doesn't mean they are in series. There is certain rule of that. Try to see if their potential difference is same. If it is same, that they are in parallel, right? So here they are in parallel, not in series. अब चलो देखते हैं, अब इसके कैपेसिटेंस को निकालते हैं. So let's calculate the value of C1. So you already know C1 can be written as what? C1 जैसे C का वैल्यू हम क्या लिखते हैं? एप्सिलॉन नॉट A by D. When we write epsilon naught, when in between the space of capacitor, there is vacuum, right? Here there is dielectric. So we will write K1 into epsilon naught A by 2 by D. Why A by 2 I'm taking? Because I'm calculating for this first capacitor. So its area for the plate is A by 2. Separation has not changed because of putting K1, K2 in between the spaces, right? That is still D. So D. Now C2 can be written as K2 epsilon naught A by 2 D. अब आप वैल्यू पुट कर लो. K1 is 2. 2 into 1 by 2 epsilon naught A by D. And here it is how much? K2 is how much? K2 is your 4. Epsilon naught A by D into half. So epsilon naught A by D is already given, that is 10 microfarad, right? So here it is 10 microfarad, and here it is how much? This will become this 2 into C, that is 20 microfarad. And these C1 and C2 are in parallel. So when capacitors are in parallel, we add them like in series. So यहाँ पे आप एक काम करो, C equivalent क्या हो जाएगा? C1 plus C2. So we will add them like in series. So this is 20 plus 10. And this is your 30 micro. Okay, I hope it is clear. Okay, let's move on to the next. Do this and let me know what you are getting. Everyone come on, participate. ठीक है, गलत सही matter नहीं करता. What matters is if you are doing it or not. That is very much important. Doing is important, not how you are doing. Yeah, how you are doing that matters, but initially it doesn't matter. Initially what matters is if you are doing or not. चलो सभी लोग अपने अंदर की एनर्जी को फील करो, and also feel your excitement, feel your curiosity, feel the need of these things, and because you will need it in your examination. Feel all those needs and then invest your whole attention to the question, and then let me know the answer. I will highly appreciate. ठीक है? You people are really amazing. थोड़ा तुम लोग थोड़ा सा इंटरेस्ट लोगे, you can do amazing. So one answer, two answer I got, and all these two answers are incorrect. Why? Okay. Why I included this question? Because this wiring things, shunting things in circuit is so common. in state examinations, in J mains, in NEET. This is very much common. So we need to understand ki what is this shunting. That is why I included. Come on, others, please. Yes. One correct answer I got. That is great. Incorrect is also great because you tried. I'm happy. But now that I have told many of you are incorrect, you can retry. So retry it. Come on. More retry I need. Chalo, one more answer I got. One more try. ठीक है. ठीक है. चलो. I'm ending the poll now and we will discuss the question. तो अगर ध्यान से देखो क्वेश्चन क्या है. So see, between A and B, we have to calculate what? We have to calculate C equivalent. How we will solve it? For calculating C equivalent, always try to see potential of different points. If directly you can see what is in series, what is in parallel, it's okay. If you are unable to locate initially, try to designate potential of points. Okay? So if potential of point A is VA, then potential of this point is VA. This is also VA. But this can't be VA. क्यों? क्योंकि between this point and this point there is a capacitor. So if this is VA, let's say this is something V1. Done. Again, if this is VA, this will be VA. क्योंकि यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं है. Done. Again, this point won't be VA. But see, this point and this point are directly connected without any electrical instrument, right? So this is also VA. Now you can clearly see potential difference between this capacitor, between this capacitor is what? VA minus V1, VA minus V1, VA minus V1. So for all these three, potential difference is same. So all these three are in what? They are in parallel. Can you clearly see it now? Are they in parallel? Are they in parallel? They're in parallel, huh? If you have doubt, you can let me know. So three equal capacitors in parallel, their equivalent will be equal to how much? They are in parallel, we will add them like in series. So this will become 3C. This is A, right? Now come to this point and this point. Let's say this point, I gave V1 potential to this point. So this point and this, all this are directly connected without any electrical instrument. So this is also V1, right? And let's say potential of this point is V2, suppose I am telling. But if you look at here carefully, if you go to up to V2 along this line, then you will see like there is two capacitor in the way. This capacitor and this capacitor. But if you choose another path, if you go from this point, suppose कर लो P है ये point, ये Q है. So if you go from P to Q through this trajectory, through this path, then you won't encounter any electrical instrument. Now suppose I'm telling you, you have to reach to certain, you have to catch a flight. Done. So will you choose a way which has more traffic or will you choose a way which has zero traffic? Definitely we will choose a way which has zero traffic. So current charge also will choose a path which has zero traffic. It means it will go like this. So in circuit, when such kind of shunting is there, such kind of conducting wire is connected, we will treat like this point and this point will have same potential because in electrical circuit, this path is more significant. Sorry, let me do one thing. Okay, for now. So in electrical circuit, we will go with this path. Okay. So if this point has a potential of V1, this point will have same potential V1. Done. Similarly, this point, if this point has a potential of suppose कर लो V2, then this point will also have potential V2. Done. So now if you look here carefully across which capacitor, if I talk across this capacitor, if you talk, potential difference is V1 minus V2. Across this capacitor, potential difference is V2 minus V1, yani ki same as that magnitude wise. And here also capacitance is what? V1 minus V2. So for these three capacitors, again potential difference is same. So these three are also in parallel. अगर तुम्हें फिर भी कंफ्यूजिंग लग रहा है तो यू कैन डू वन थिंग वेरी क्लियरली. चलो मैं वो भी तुम लोगों को बता देती हूँ हाउ यू कैन डू दैट. तो एक काम करते हैं. एक काम करो, इस पॉइंट को तुम P ले लो. हमने लिया भी था. इस पॉइंट को Q लिया. ये ऑलरेडी पॉइंट B है. सो P Q B, तीन पॉइंट मैंने यहाँ लिया. P Q एंड B. So तीन पॉइंट लिया है ना. नाउ ट्राई टू सी दिस थ्री पॉइंट्स आर डिफरेंट इन टर्म्स ऑफ पोटेंशियल और सेम. So if you look here carefully, P and Q are same point in terms of potential because potential of P and Q is what? Same. तो हम क्या करेंगे यहाँ पे? We will do one thing. We will replace Q and we will write Q in the position of P. सेम पॉइंट पे पी एंड क्यू को आप लिख दो. अब आप देखो पी और क्यू के बीच में कितना. एक सेकेंड, जस्ट गिव मी सम टाइम. ओके, दिस लाइट थिंग डिस्टर्ब्ड अस अ बिट. एनीवे, let me give different points. So let's say this point is P. Let's give different names. Okay, this point is Q and this point is R and this point is B. So we have between this along this line from P to B we have these points. So in चारों points को मैं लिख रही हूँ ऐसे P Q R B. Now look at these points in terms of potential. So potential of point P and point R is same. So P and R are the same point in terms of potential. इसलिए मैं R को यहाँ से delete करूंगी and what I will do here I will write R. So P and R are the same point. Now look at point Q and point B. Point Q and point B have the same potential. So again what we will do, Q को भी अलग जगह लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. At the same point you write B and Q. Now you try to see between P and Q we have one capacitor. So P and Q के बीच में एक capacitor जोड़ दिया. Between Q and R we have one capacitor. Q is this point, R is this point. So again one more capacitor. Between R and B we have one more capacitor. So this again another capacitor. Then so these three are in parallel. Now you can clearly see. So this is this. This is also 3C. नाउ दिस 3C एंड दिस 3C आर इन सीरीज और पैरेलल. जल्दी से बताओ मुझे क्या होगा, सीरीज में होगा या पैरेलल में होगा? दिस 3C एंड दिस 3C दे आर इन सीरीज और पैरेलल. कैन यू टेल मी, आर दे इन सीरीज और पैरेलल? Okay, they're in series because they are end to end connected, right? So 3C, 3C, they are in series. So we will add them like in parallel. If you're going to calculate C equivalent, it will be 1 by C equivalent, 1 by 3C plus 1 by 3C. So this is equal to 2 by 3C. So C equivalent is how much? 3C by 2. That is your how much? 1.5C. So correct answer will be what? It will be A. Done. Now let's do this question. Okay, you people do it. Read the question carefully and then do it. Okay. Shall I'm launching the poll for you. I'm here only. Don't worry. Because of rain, there has been like current problem actually. So I'm sorry for that. I hope you all are solving. I hope not anybody is sitting. Okay, I got two answers. Again, why it looks incorrect? We have studied how we distribute charges by contact. है ना, पढ़ा था ना? उसका बेस क्या है, लाइक व्हाट इज द कॉन्सेप्ट बिहाइंड इट? चार्ज गेट ट्रांसफर्ड अंटिल देयर पोटेंशियल बिकम सेम। अगर तुम लोगों को याद हो तो मैंने बताया था कि if there is one sphere like this, suppose it has charge q, and if it has radius r1, and if you are bringing another sphere in contact, then because of contact charge will get transferred. Suppose कर लो finally the first sphere है charge q1, another है charge q2, then I have told you that q1 by q2 will be directly proportional to r1 by r2, यानी कि directly proportional to radius. ठीक है? So if radius is same, equal charge will get transferred, and here identical spheres are getting used, so it is very easy to calculate here. ठीक है? प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस कॉन्सेप्ट, यहाँ से क्वेश्चन हर जगह आया है, एवरी year almost in JEE mains and NEET and all exams. So this concept is very famous actually, always coming. Okay, I got one more answer, but again, it is not fitting in with the answer given. Anyway, but you tried, that is very good. Okay, one correct answer I got. Chalo, everyone try. No worries. Even if it is coming wrong, right, it doesn't matter. What matters for now is कि तुम लोग try कर रहे हो, because examination is still far. If you're trying, it will help you. If you're not trying, that will be lethal, very bad. चलो मैं साथ देती हूँ, एक काम करती हूँ. Let's do it together, ठीक है? So I'm ending the poll here. See what the question is given here. Two identical conducting sphere we are having. P and S with charge Q on each. So this is P, it has charge Q, and this is a sphere S, it has charge Q. And they repel each other with a force of 16 newtons. So initially, they are very small sphere, they must be, or whatever it is. Force is given, initial force of repulsion. So initial force of repulsion between them, according to Coulomb's law, K Q into Q by R का square होगा, where R is separation between these two spheres. Again, I'm using Coulomb's law. It means I'm assuming that these two spheres are point particles like. Okay? So this, and this is given as equal to 16 Newton. Done? So this is given in our question. A third identical uncharged sphere, uncharged conducting sphere, is successively brought in contact with the two sphere successively. So suppose Carlo, this is my sphere, uncharged sphere. Done. So first I'm bringing it in contact with P. So when it will come in contact with P, what will happen? Uh, they will share their charges, right? This sphere, this unknown sphere, let's say this is a sphere A. So its name, sorry, it has no initial charge. P has initial charge of Q. Their radii is same. So they will share equal charges. Done. क्योंकि अभी अभी मैंने बताया Q1 by Q2 is equal to R1 by R2. And here R1 and R2 is same. So this will be 1. So final charge on both will be equal. Right? So if final charge is equal, it means कि whatever charge was on the system initially, that is only Q because it has no charge, that will get distributed equally between these two spheres. So after first contact, P will have a charge of Q by 2 and this A will get charge Q by 2. So first I made contact of this unknown sphere with P. After this contact, it is having a charge Q by 2. Now this sphere having a charge Q by 2, now we are bringing it in contact with S. ठीक है? Now just look at this sphere. इस total system पे charge कितना है initially? So total charge on the system कितना है? 3Q by 2. Done. After contact, how much will be the charge on each sphere? After contact, charges will be equal. So this total charge will get equally distributed. So finally, after all this happening, P पे चार्ज कितना होगा? P पे चार्ज है Q by 2. एक कॉन्टैक्ट के बाद how much charge will remain on S and how much charge will remain on A? Let's see that now. Yeah, 12 science. Yeah, that's correct. ठीक है. चलो, सो एस पे चार्ज कितना बचेगा? दिस इज 3q/2 टोटल चार्ज, इक्वली दे विल डिवाइड ऑन एस एंड ए, सो हाफ ऑफ 3q/2 विल बी हाउ मच? So charge Q1 dash equal to Q2 dash will be equal to 3q by 2 into 2. So 3q by 4. So this has a charge of 3q by 4 and this has a charge of 3q by 4. Now what is the question? The new force of repulsion between P and S. So P and S के बीच में अब repulsive force कितना होगा? So separation has not changed. That is nowhere discussed in the question. So again we will say that in between these two spheres separation is R. What will be the force now? So force will be kq by 2 into 3q by 4 divided by r ka square. So this is how much? This is 3 by 8 into kq by r square. That is 8. So 3 by 8 into 16. So that is equal to how much? That is equal to 6 Newton. So correct answer will be what? B. ठीक है? चलो. Now let's do this question. Again, formula based question. You don't need to do much here. Do it fast. ओके, आई गॉट वन आंसर, बट यार दिस इज नॉट करेक्ट. तुम लोग प्लीज ध्यान से क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किया करो ना. क्वेश्चन इज वेरी सिंपल, लाइक यू जस्ट नीड टू यूज कूलम्स लॉ, नथिंग एल्स. डायलेक्ट्रिक के है, ठीक है. चलो मैं हिंट ही दे देती हूँ. फोर्स को क्या लिखते हो? 1/4 पाई एप्सिलन. इफ दैट इज वैक्यूम देन एप्सिलन नॉट, अदरवाइज एप्सिलन Q1 Q2 बाई आर स्क्वेयर. सो यहाँ पे 1/4 पाई एप्सिलन को क्या लिख सकते हो? एप्सिलन नॉट एप्सिलन आर, Q1 Q2 बाई आर स्क्वेयर. इफ यू डोंट रिमेम्बर देन प्लीज, आज मैं बता रही हूँ, तुम लोग याद रखना. दिस इज एप्सिलन आर, दिस इज कॉल्ड रिलेटिव परमिटिविटी, ठीक है. इसी को हम लोग डायलेक्ट्रिक कांस्टेंट बोलते हैं. दिस इज डायलेक्ट्रिक कांस्टेंट, ठीक है. सो इफ charges are not kept in vacuum, then how the force will get affected because of the dielectric constant of media? That will depend on this formula, right? So now if you put the things in formula, जैसे देखो, force between 2 point charges Q1 and Q2 placed in vacuum at r centimeter apart is F. So initially F is equal to how much? K Q1 Q2. चलो K को break कर देती हूँ यहाँ पे, क्योंकि epsilon is important here. So initially in vacuum, epsilon is epsilon naught K1 Q1 Q2 by r का square. This is F. New F will be how much? So that is 1/4 पाई epsilon naught into epsilon r. Epsilon r का वैल्यू क्या दिया हुआ है? 5. That is dielectric constant. So this is your 5 and here it is Q1 Q2. by क्या लिखोगे? Distance क्या हो गया है? r/5 का square. So if you go on to solve it, 1/4 पाई epsilon naught into 1/5 Q1 Q2 by r square into 25. तो चलो 25 को यहाँ लिखती हूँ. So this will become something 5 times of Q1 Q2 by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. So this is 5 times initial force. Done. This is what? This is 5 times initial force. Because not only dielectric constant is changing, but also distance is getting reduced. Because of that, force will what? Increase. But because of different dielectric, force which always decrease. क्योंकि suppose कर लो R यहाँ पे change नहीं होता. Then force will become how much? F dash will become 1/5 Q1 Q2 by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. So 5 times force will decrease. So force between two charges maximum in vacuum, and with media changing, force will decrease depending on dielectric constant. Chalo. So this is just a formula based question. I want each one of you to solve it. और सभी लोग मुझे आंसर बताओ. Please, everyone. What is the answer? Just a formula thing. याद नहीं तुम्हें? द इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक पोटेंशियल ड्यू टू इलेक्ट्रिक डाइपोल, डाइपोल की वजह से पोटेंशियल का फॉर्मूला इज व्हाट? कम ऑन एवरीवन, यू कैन डू इट, कम ऑन. Oh my god, what happened? I thought like everyone will answer this. The electrostatic potential due to electric dipole. डाइपोल के लिए पोटेंशियल पढ़ा है ना तुम लोगों ने? Oh my god. What is the formula of potential due to dipole? If this is dipole minus q plus q at any position vector r making an angle theta with the dipole, potential formula is what? Kp cos theta by r square. K is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon. Like if it is vacuum, then epsilon naught. P cos theta by r square. So V is what? This is just formula based question. I mean, there is no point of giving you time in this case, huh? This is miserable. It means you people are not reading. This is very disappointing. You should not do this. Again, this is the last question we are going to solve today. So do it. Let me know what you're getting. Again, formula based question. You don't have to do anything here. Just one step solution. Here it is. Flux निकालना है. What is the formula of flux? I hope you remember. Okay, one answer I got. This is incorrect. I'm very sad to say this. Formula of flux is what? Flux को हम लिखते हैं dot product of electric field and area vector. This is flux, right? So if this is flux, then calculate it here. Electric field is given, ठीक है? This is given. So electric field क्या लिखोगे? 5 I cap plus 4 J cap plus 9 K cap. Electric field is given as a vector. What is the area? Here, area का value is 20. What will be the direction of area? I have told you, direction of area is perpendicular to the plane, that aerial plane, right? So this area is in which plane? YZ plane. So if area is in, suppose kar lo, this is Y, this is Z. So if area is in YZ plane, perpendicular to this plane will be along which direction? Along X direction. So this area vector, and we always take area vector along outward normal, ठीक है? So if you're going to draw perpendicular on this area, one will be along positive x-axis and another will be along negative x-axis. That is inward normal and outward normal. But by convention, we take area vector as area vector along the direction of outward normal. So here it will be 20 I cap. अब आप डॉट प्रोडक्ट निकालो. I डॉट आई क्या होता है? 1. J dot I क्या हो जाएगा? 0. K dot I 0. So there will be only one thing, 5 into 20. So that is 100. I hope it is clear. You should have answered. I mean, while you're doing so many other things, please pay attention to basic things. If basic things are not getting clear, then it will be a big issue. ठीक है? So देखो, ज्यादा स्ट्रेस नहीं लेना है. तुम लोगों को करना ये है, पहले फॉर्मूला को have clear in your head. Like every formula should be in your mind. The first minimum list thing that you should do for yourself is just get the formula across into your head. Don't let it go. Don't let it go, please. Keep all formula in your mind, and then after all formula is there with you, second step is learn how to apply the formula. Okay? So if you have learned how to apply the formula, second step done. Uske baad go to more deep questions if you want to. Done. But basic thing is ki first formula you should know, then you should know how to apply it, and obviously concepts should be there in your mind. That will gradually come if you solve the question. So through question solving, concept will trickle to you slowly and slowly. It will come. No issue in that. Anyone having any doubt or anything you want to say? Any conversation you want to make? Like any doubt if you have, कोई परेशानी, कोई भी प्रॉब्लम? एनीथिंग, जस्ट लेट मी नो। किसी को कोई दिक्कत है, एनी काइंड ऑफ, either you are not able to revise or you are finding something difficult, if you want to discuss. Okay, nothing. ठीक है, चलो, ठीक है। So everyone take care of yourself, stay safe, stay healthy, keep enjoying, keep reading and keep playing. Bye bye, take care.